Yeah, I did change, and I'm really glad I changed.
This one's wife. I like a camera, Mum. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. You may well have read and or seen the footage where this one's wife tells us that Archie wants a camera. Oh, how charming, how delightful. What a wonderful little chap he is. Yes, this one's wife, once again triangulating the world with her son for the purpose of control and fuel, provided an anecdote. Naturally, it's wound up in people.com. You'll recall that as a consequence of the fact that her and the Prince of Pink Pancakes, the ginger poodle, have once again been lampooned, and that their Archwell impact report was torn apart, it necessitated them doing something as quickly as possible to try and deflect attention away from all of this. Thus, looking like a UPS delivery woman, this one's wife was wheeled out, so to speak, in relation to an event that took place in mid-November. Yes, something that she hadn't PR pushed a month ago had to be released in order to try and get people to look the other way. And there was a collaboration between her and Meghan Harriman, who can always be relied upon to do what this one's wife requires. And accordingly, the footage was released, and now the anecdote that emerged from that has been pushed as a PR puff piece. And Stephanie Petit of thepeople.com is content to tell us this one's wife revealed what's likely on son Prince Archie's Christmas list and why he won't get it. This one's wife has a budding photographer at home. Ah, yes. Isn't it the case that the Princess of Wales enjoys photography? Surely this isn't a narcissist mirroring somebody else, is it? Yeah, of course it is. Or surely this isn't a narcissist looking to upstage somebody else? Yes, it is. Last month, the Duchess of Sussex, bringing up the past, moderated a Q&A following a special screening of Netflix's short film, The After, with the film star David Oyelowo and director Meghan Harriman. The chat took place on November the 15th at a private residence in Montecito, California, where this one's wife lives with Prince Harry and their two children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, in case you hadn't become aware of that. During the event, this one's wife revealed that her son was taking after Harriman, a celebrated photographer who was behind some of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex portraits. The inspiration runs deep, this one's wife, 42, said. Our 4-year-old, before correcting herself, 4.5-year-old son, he would say, no, I'm not 4, I'm 4.5. Meghan was showing him how to do photography the last time he was with us, and I bought Archie a camera, and he said, but it's not a Leica like Meghan, she said with a laugh. After all, the handcrafted cameras cost thousands of dollars. I said, you're not getting a Leica, not even for Christmas. This one's wife continued, directing her attention to Meghan. So thank you for the inspiration across the board. In addition to taking inspiration from Harriman, Prince Archie has a love of photography in his genes. Prince Harry's grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, was often spotted with a camera, including her Leica, in her hands, especially at horse shows when her husband, Prince Philip, was competing in carriage driving. Both this one's wife, 42, and Harry, 39, have also shared their view behind the lens. Prince Harry took over National Geographic's Instagram in 2019. I'm surprised it wasn't just pictures of boobs. And both the Duke and Duchess of Sussex had their photos featured on Instagram during their royal tour of Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, and Tonga in the fall of 2018. Although Prince Archie won't be getting a Leica camera under the Christmas tree this year, Prince Harry previously shared a unique holiday gift that Archie received from Queen Elizabeth, a waffle maker. On a 2021 episode of The Late Late Show, Harry told host James Corden, arsehole, "My grandmother asked us what Archie wanted for Christmas, and Meg said, a waffle maker. She sent us a waffle maker for Archie, so breakfast now, this one's wife makes up a beautiful organic mix in the waffle maker." Yeah, right. Adding that his son loves the waffle maker, Harry said, "Oh, Archie wakes up in the morning and goes, waffle." Sure he does. Last month, when this one's wife hit the red carpet at Variety's Power of Women event in Los Angeles, she was asked about her favourite holiday traditions. "That's a great question," she replied. "Our little ones are little, and we're enjoying every moment of it," replied the empty one. Well, fascinating news, and I'm sure you're absolutely delighted to know that Archie wanted a Leica like Meghan Harriman's. In fact, here comes the clip so you can see her in action.
Inspiration runs deep. Our four and a half year old son, he would say, no, I'm not 4, I'm 4.5. Massan was showing how to do photography the last time he was with us, and I bought Archie a camera. And he said, "But it's not a Leica like Massan." You are not getting a Leica, not even for Christmas, exactly. So thank you for the inspiration across the board.
Yeah. I wonder which empty vessel had been placed in the audience to come out with that overstated and entirely false laugh at her unfunny anecdote. Was it Harry, perhaps, who'd been given something to do for once? Or maybe it was Marcus, who'd been briefed, "You need to laugh and laugh loud because I'm going to tell a really entertaining story." Yeah, comes the response. Fucking idiots. Anyway, I thought this was meant to be a Q&A about the director and one of the actors in the short film. That the interviewer asks a question and then gives them a chance to talk about the film and expand. But of course, as we all know, that when the narcissist that is this one's wife comes along, she has to make it all about her. And thus, we are treated to this anecdote about Archie. To my mind, that really doesn't stack up. A 4-year-old has recognised the brand of camera and therefore says this is the one that he wants. First of all, a 4-year-old is going to be more interested in fire engines and Peppa Pig and whatever combat-related shenanigans, Transformers, or the equivalent these days, I don't know. But what I do know is no 4-year-old, even with my limited understanding of children, no 4-year-old is going to turn around and go, "Yeah, I want to like a camera." Fuck off. Who are you trying to con? Naturally, this is an instance whereby there is a revision of history by this one's wife, whereby she triangulates the audience with this anecdote, making it once about her rather than the people who are actually attending, and quite possibly seeking a residual benefit by engaging in her usual shitty tactic of manifestation, whereby she believes that if she makes mention of it, that it will somehow turn up. Leica cameras are not inexpensive. They can retail for several £1,000s. It's interesting also that Meghan Harriman seems to shift rather uncomfortably in his chair, perhaps realising that this was yet another porky pie that has been issued from the Duchess of Delusion's lips. But it is interesting. You see the over-exaggerated emoting behaviour of hers, because, like most things that she does, she behaves as if she's in a film, because her narcissism causes her to believe that she is the star of a film. And therefore, rather than first of all keep it to a Q&A, which is what it's meant to be, she feels the need to share an anecdote, lack of boundary recognition, sense of entitlement. But even in the relaying of the anecdote, she's exaggerated. Notice the hands are flying through the air again like a pissed-up ninja, that there's the looking to the audience, the dip of the head. You can almost imagine that she's rehearsed this in a mirror beforehand, thinking, I'll roll this one out. It'll have them rolling in the aisles. But it's another great opportunity to understand her narcissism in action, how she has to hijack everything to make it all about her. But the way that her narcissism functions is that it does so in a manner which many people would think, nah, a 4-year-old asking for a Leica camera. Yeah, sure, that's highly likely. I think not. There is, of course, the fact that she described him as 4 and then 4.5. Some may pick up on this as suggesting you don't really know the age of your own child, although I would think it'd be more a case of a child may well correct an adult to say, no, I'm 4.5, because quarters and halves and 3/4 are particularly important to children. So I don't see so much turning on that. What is of much greater interest here is that we have a revision of history that is utilised for the triangulation of the audience, the exaggerated manner of its delivery, and the uncomfortable reaction of Mies and Harriman, which may well support the fact that it's yet another porky pie. Overall, what we witness is this one's wife seeking to assert control by making it all about her, drawing fuel from the reactions, including that ridiculous laugh, and quite possibly seeking a residual benefit of getting a camera from Leica. I wonder how long it will be before Leica issue a statement saying that they have no affiliation with this one's wife to avoid sales tanking. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for watching.